Hi there, happy Friday. This is Maddie with Maddie G Grows, and we are spending another Friday out here in my grandma's garden. It is looking kind of blank over here in this side because, or empty, because we cleared a lot of things out last week. But this week we've got a lot of fun things planned. First, I don't know if you can see in the background back there, Tate is trying to get the tiller to work so we can till up some of this dirt and start replanting things. We did unfortunately forget these seeds at home, so we're gonna call my dad in to the rescue to bring them for us. But before we do the tilling, I wanted to give you a little overview about how our garden is looking before we start today. I think first on the to-do list is to take the rest of these peas and then tear out the pea plants because they are, oh look, there's a bee. They are pretty much dying, which is fine. We'll just get our last harvest off of these and then we will be all set. These peppers are still massive. They haven't changed colors yet, so we will continue to wait for that, but they are very tempting to just pick because they are so huge. Let's see if the Anaheims have produced anything. Let me go on this side. It looks like there might be a few Anaheims starting to form. And hopefully within the coming weeks we'll have a lot more. But these peppers are just crazy big. I don't want to mess them too much because last time I did that, they just popped right off. All right. Our onions, I think we could probably gather a few more of them. Or just let them go and see if they get any bigger. Oh, sweet. We've got beans now. This is the first time I'm seeing beans on here. They're not probably quite ready to pick. They look a little bit scrawny, but that's awesome. And now, let's see if there's any cantaloupes that we can see. Well, I feel like that's what's going to turn into a cantaloupe. So we definitely have some starts in here. My mom is getting a little irritated because they're growing outside of the bounds. So that's another project today, is we are going to probably pull some more of those pallets and lay them out over here so they can continue to grow on the pallets so my mom doesn't have to worry about mowing. There's a lot of bees in the cantaloupe, which makes me a little nervous to do any kind of digging around to check for anything, so I do not really want to get stung. My grandma's very allergic to bee stings, and so I don't really want to test my luck to find out if I also am allergic, but there's a lot of them in there. All right, and the final thing to update on are the tomatoes. There are so many tomatoes forming, and they're already getting quite big too, which is amazing. Look at all these. That one has a lot of tomatoes on it, and I think they're trellising pretty good now. It seems like the string that we've been using has been holding them up, and while they're fruiting, the fruit isn't too heavy or like dangling on the ground or anything like that. Look at that. That's ridiculous. But it looks like we have a few yellow ones, yellow cherry tomatoes that we can pick today. I enjoyed snacking on them last week. This is crazy. They look better.
Yeah, they do. They don't look as crispy.
No, I was trying to dig into the cantaloupe, but there's so many bees in there. I don't really want to mess with them.
We probably need to take that weed out.
Yep, it's a big
That's
weed.
the only one I see that's really
in there.
We need the bees though, if that's...
Yep, we do need the bees. They need to pollinate, but we just don't want to get stung by them.
I don't know, maybe we just leave it where it's at. It probably is fine. I didn't bring the box. So.
Don't drag any more of the pallets
I don't know,
over.
what do you think?
We can. I have some cardboard in my car because I got those hoops in.
Oh.
Already, it was fast.
I mean, it's not terrible. It's just, I mean, we could just put one more row.
Yeah, and I think they will grow out that far because...
And if we keep pushing them
on
that way. This way.
Yeah. Do you see any, like...
I didn't see any, but...
Because I don't want to mess them too much, but...
Yeah, I didn't want to run them over or anything, but I need to be able to...
Get through. All right, we've got a big day ahead of us in the garden today. We're gonna tackle basically getting this ground prepared for more seed starting. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to harvest the rest of the peas and then take those cages and move them out of the way. Then I'm going to pick up all these stakes that we have throughout the ground here. I might pick up some more of the onions as well, because some of them are getting a little bit bigger and the stalks are falling. So some of them seem like they might be ready to harvest, and it's always nice to have a couple onions at home for cooking for the week. I'm also going to pick up some of those tomatoes that look like they're ready back there. But once I have things kind of harvested and things out of the way, then I'm going to see if I can get the tiller working over there and then till up all of this. I also probably need to weed a little bit by the cantaloupe because there's kind of a lot going on between the cantaloupe and the beans. There are actually beans growing finally, so that's exciting, but they aren't ready to harvest yet, so probably another week or so on those. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started first with those peas. Does anybody else have gloves that just start to stink? Because I don't know what to do about them. I soaked them in water with like laundry detergent, and then I also soaked them in water with dish soap, and they still smell pretty nasty. So I guess that's a me problem. All right, so my dad just came and gave me a crash course on how to use the tiller. So I'm gonna give it a go and see if I can till up this first little spot here. But you and I will find out together how this goes. And if I chop off my foot, I guess there's gonna be a real gruesome video to go with it. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Pause. All right, you're never gonna believe me, but I got it to work. I had to call my dad, and he had to tell me how to do it one more time, but I've got it. So now we're gonna go. It's working! Yay! That was a workout, but we're tilled. Whew. Okay. Now we've got it tilled, I think we're gonna plan out where seeds are gonna go. So let me get some input on that from some others, and then we'll start planting again. Very exciting. All right, Rob is driving over to help me plan where I'm gonna put all of this good stuff. So I know that for sure that I'm gonna put the cabbage underneath of the bug netting that I have. The rest of this doesn't have to. I might go and see if I can find the seeds we used for the kale and plant more of that as well. But maybe we'll be okay with just lettuce. I'm gonna get her opinion. I don't know if we have any seeds in the shed. I guess I should look, because I was gonna think about the kale again. But we for sure have cabbage, carrots, turnips, and 3 different kinds of lettuce. And then I have green onion, and I have 3 different kinds of marigolds, which we don't have to do, but it helps with bugs, I guess.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that the cabbage should be on the edge, and anything that needs to be under the bug netting.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like the cabbage should just go here. And probably don't need that. I mean, probably 4 is maximum what we need. But I don't even know I have to look at how you plant them. So cabbage.
Cabbage and then lettuce? Or?
Yeah. Cabbage. And then the 3 different kinds of lettuce. Just put them down. And then I have the turnips, the carrots, and the bunching onion.
So you could put like radishes and turnips. Those are like the same thing.
Well, there is turnips. There's no
I thought they were radishes.
I thought they were too. They look like radishes.
Didn't they say radishes?
This is what Dad brought.
Did it say radish?
It says turnip.
Didn't it say radish when we picked it up?
I thought it did. Why would we have picked it up if it didn't say radish?
I know. Because didn't we both look at it and say radish?
Yeah.
Turnips are like big.
Oh.
We don't have to plant those. I thought it said radish. Maybe it was in a radish spot and we just picked it up because we thought it was radish. I swear it said. But those were everything that was. If he got all the rest of them.
Yeah. Let me Google it. Turnips are larger, rounder, creamy white skin, starch milder, turn slightly sweet, earthy when cooked. Commonly roasted or mashed. We don't want that. Well.
So skip that.
Okay.
I swear that thing said radishes though. I swear it did.
But
those are all the things that we had, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we must have just. I swear it said radish.
Okay. Well, carrots and onion.
Do carrots and onion.
Doesn't really matter. Where?
I don't think so. Maybe put marigolds in the middle.
Yeah. Question. So I should go grab them. What are those called? The hoops that I bought. I should see how big they are, so that I know where to plant the cabbage, and then if I'm going to plant kale, put it underneath of it too.
Yeah, because the lettuce doesn't need to be
No,
right?
no. And then the marigolds could be mixed. It could really be mixed in if they want to be. That actually is so easy to run. I'm surprised. Like, you just go.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, and I'm gonna go see if there's any leftover seeds in the shed, but that's probably the plan. All right, I'm gonna plant it out. I found a few more seeds, but I think out of the seeds that I found, I would only want to plant also spinach, and then there's some more peas, so maybe I'll throw some peas in at the end here. The cabbage will be like 4 heads of cabbage here. Then we will do lettuce, spinach, bunching onion and carrots. But I kind of want to I don't know if I want to do rows of marigolds. We might do rows of marigolds because I have so many different kinds. Let's do some marigolds here. Plant a 75-foot row with this package. That's insane. Don't need that much. 2 to 3 seeds together every 1.5 feet. Okay. We're gonna do them a little less than that in case they don't grow. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab my hoe, and they want to be a 1/2 inch deep, so not very deep. Break up some of that. Okay, if we want 4 heads of cabbage, and this is the edge of our bed here. That feels good for cabbage spacing. Maybe we'll even do it a little further. Okay. Half an inch is not very deep. 3 to 4 seeds. I'm gonna mark. And then here. 3 more. Okay. Now in between where I've planted them, I'm going to throw down a few extra seeds just in case they don't grow. Also, we thought we bought radishes, but they are turnips and we don't want turnips, so I guess we're not planting radishes or turnips. A few in there just in case they don't grow. And we can always thin them out too. Okay, now we're doing marigolds. Okay, I need to get my lines made here with my hoe. Now we're gonna do the butter crunch lettuce, an 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch depth. We're gonna do another kind of lettuce, slow bolt, which is what we did last time, which we really liked. I'm using the hoe to mark which stick I'm at, because last time I accidentally planted 2 different kinds of lettuce in the same row because I forgot what I was doing. So hopefully that's gonna help me better remember this time. Tennis ball lettuce time. Okay, that's better. Spinach. We've only got a few more seeds left. Carrots and onions, and then I have some more marigolds I might put somewhere. This is 3rd time's a try on carrots. Got my last thing to plant, which is the bunching onions. Last one. All right, we've got a couple little tomatoes to pick, so I'm gonna do that now. Oh, I'm thrilled about these. I love cherry tomatoes, especially yellow ones. I think that's about it. So here's our first little tomato harvest. A few tomatoes, a few peas. Well, thank you so much for tuning in and joining me today as we did a bunch of different projects in the garden today. So I'm really excited to have a bunch of new stuff planted out and to watch that grow. If you want to stick around and see what grows, what doesn't, and what we need to replant, please hit the subscribe button and follow along on this journey. It's been a real joy to share this garden with you, and I am super looking forward to the next few updates because I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot more tomatoes where this came from. Just by looking at what's in front of me, I can see like 15 to 20 tomatoes just on this one plant alone. So stay tuned if you want to see a big tomato harvest and watch me find out what it is that I'm going to do with all those tomatoes. Also, we're going to keep chugging along until we have these peppers over here that are just absolutely huge and beautiful change colors. So place your bets in the comments below to see how long until our peppers change colors and how long until our tomatoes are absolutely exploding out of our ears. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and leave any comments below if you have any suggestions on what else you would like to see in this garden. Seems like every week that we've been out here it's been raining, and right now it's just now starting to sprinkle, but it's so peaceful out here and so restorative. I just started a new job this week and this has been much needed use of my hands, use of my creativity, and just kind of getting some peace and quiet out here. It's been lovely and beautiful. If you're gardening this year, leave a comment below and let me know what is your favorite part about your garden. My favorite part today about the garden is just how peaceful and calming it is, and how you can hear all the birds and also my mom whistling in the distance. Shout out to Rob. And see all the butterflies, and there's much less mosquitoes than there were previous weeks, which has been really nice. I feel like I breezed over this. The tomatoes are looking so much better this week. Though some of the leaves are still curled in, they're much less curly than they were in the previous weeks. The plants are growing up more than out now, and I think that our trellising method, though it isn't the most beautiful, is working. I see this plant is a little bit looking rough, but there's still tons of flowers on it, and like this plant is going crazy. It's almost climbed up the entire trellis, and I haven't done a whole lot of training. As you can see, I've really only tied it in 2 spots here. So that one is doing great, but they're looking so much better this week, and I'm genuinely surprised by that, because what we did last week with hilling them with compost and then adding the straw was kind of just a last resort measure to try and make them perk up a little bit. So thank you to those of you that left comments letting me know that I needed to cover the tomatoes with straw to help with balancing the moisture. I think that that's definitely been helping this week. So I'm looking forward to harvesting a bunch more tomatoes as the weeks continue on. Oh, it looks so good. I'm so excited about that. Check, finally having our mid-summer planting done for our fall harvest, hopefully. As always, thank you so much for watching. Take care and have a great week.